Good morning. Wow, that didn't take long. Let's see. Grubhub 1119 for 11.7 miles. That's too far. But a promising start to a Tuesday. This is the, take two basically of yesterday's live stream. Check that out. First DoorDash of the day. See that? $2. Not even $2.25. That one's $2. Worked my way up. I've worked my way up to 6% acceptance rate yesterday. Apparently what happened yesterday was my car battery was down to 9.8 volts, which is, that's news to me. That's extraordinarily low. What's up, TN? What's up, Steve? What's up, Brandon? Man, what used to be a good spot for me to start out here, there's this tree right here that used to give me shade. And then and then we changed the clock, so now it's no longer a shady spot. So let me work my way to the other side of the building. Yeah, so yesterday, car just died in the middle of the road, man. And on one of the more busy streets in my market. So the live stream just ended because the car shut off and the Wi-Fi just shut off. Giggity says, I'm at 8% acceptance rate. I'm a company man. Yeah, so let's see. Here's my receipt. $386.25. That got me a new car battery. It also got me an oil change because it was almost time for that anyway. So I said, hey, go ahead and do the oil change. And they put a new battery in my key fob. And then add on about $90 in labor and then tax. I find myself at $386. TN says, I remember when new batteries were $40. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was like, oh, the batteries in the new cars that are push to start or whatever, he's like, those batteries cost more now. And I was like, I mean, you would think that the advancement of technology would slowly over time decrease the price of things. At least in my head, that's how it would work. Hello, Dina. Good morning. Good morning, Jehu. AW. Brandon says, did they charge you a cuck fee? They would have if I was a cuck. Thankfully, I'm not a cuck. Brennan said, this all sounds like an excuse to stop working. I'll need Bud Soda to weigh in. Good morning, Jody. Giggity said Bud Soda hit 5 deer at once and still completed the stack. And Dina says, I'm at 82% acceptance rate, trying to maintain top dasher so when I get to Michigan next month, I can work. There is value to that for sure. The Dash Now feature, if you're going to a new area. If you're going to an entirely new area, there is value to that. Brandon says, I don't see Kevin, but I'll respond for him. Good morning from Lakeland, Florida. Give Kevin a minute. Give Kevin some time. So, yeah, I ended up doing some deliveries yesterday after they fixed the car. So y'all saw me make $15 live in about half an hour, and then I made another $30 or so in the evening. not a lot, but hey, better than nothing considering the car problem. I'll take that, honestly, on a day that I have I mean, that could have gotten bad really quick. I was worried the car wasn't going to move. So I let the car sit for a second, and thankfully on 9.8 volts, or it might have been 9.6, I can't remember, basically 9.5 volts. It started back up one more time, and I rolled it. Basically, I went about 30 miles per hour from where I was at to my car shop, and then I basically walked home. I started walking home, and somebody that I know saw me and gave me a ride the rest of the way. Gigi said, at 86%, Tony Zhu himself will mail you a DoorDash bumper sticker. Totally worth it. I need that bumper sticker. Dina says, I have to go help my daughter out for about a month. Really not looking forward to the cold, however, being how I live in warm Houston. Yeah, that's going to be a culture shock. Man, I must be big in Houston, huh? I must be like, I'm a big deal in the Texas area. We just need Dasher Benj back. Yeah, no, we got Giggity and Dina and Dasher Benj and all sorts of people in Texas. When the conversation ended yesterday, I was getting ready to start talking about, I was talking a little bit about the fourth debate, how Nikki Haley's career ended, and how it's sort of got me wanting to fill some sort of seat or go on some sort of board. There are empty seats in the government. I don't know if people understand that there are 200,000 empty seats in the Republican Party, which means that what that makes it sound like to me is I could basically run uncontested for something. Now, if I can run uncontested for something, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing some research in 2024 about what I want my path to look like and how I can impact in my 20s. Tien says, I'm in Scottsdale. Giggity says, not everyone can be from Texas. Jody said, I'm glad you got a ride. I was worried. Yeah, Jody yesterday was offering to give me a ride as well. I'm seeing $2 DoorDashes today. Yeah, Jody, it was such a short. It's such a short walk from 77 Auto to my house. I didn't mind doing the walk, but then somebody literally was like, just happened to be right there and they picked me up and took me the rest of the way. Like, they didn't even know. They don't watch my live stream, so they didn't even know that I was having to do that. And they just saw me and they were like, "Hey, what are you doing walking?" Brandon said, Welty's new side hustle will be accepting lobbyist donations to pass bills in their favor. No, but I do think that I want to start maybe going in that direction. I've got the time to do it, and I'm looking for a new sense of purpose, man. Once the Aaron Boy mixtape got done and my rap career sort of hit a plateau, now I'm like, okay, what's the next stage? What's the next era of my life going to look like? And if I can run uncontested in one of the 200,000 empty positions, why not? Why not go ahead and start building a resume? Brandon says there's no sunglasses allowed in Congress. Dina says, Dina and Giggity are talking about some Texas stuff. Giggity says, I hear P. Diddy is looking for new artists. I think I'll pass on that one. Yeah, so yesterday Jody was like going out of her way to try to find me. I was like 2 steps ahead of Jody, because she went to 77 Auto to try and find me to drive me home, and I was already long gone. And Jody went inside asking for me. Jody, you're gonna have the mechanics at 77 Auto thinking I'm famous or something. Brennan said, if running for office doesn't work out, I hear the Happy Panda app has no waitlist to onboard. Are you talking about this one right here? Are you talking about that yellow app right there, Delivery Panda? Because last I checked, I tried to onboard with them and they don't they're not in the Charlotte market yet. Yeah, they don't do Charlotte, at least a couple months ago. Gavey says, I thought Happy Panda was a massage parlor. Brandon wants to talk about the Hornets too. Yeah, so there was 2 NFL football games last night. I watched them both simultaneously. I was rooting for the Giants pretty hard. And so that was fun to watch. Because I'm not trying to see dude, I can't imagine the Lions, Vikings, and Packers all in the playoffs in the same year. I don't know if there's a more painful thing for me to watch than that. So I was definitely rooting for the Packers to lose. They still represent the 7 seed right now in the NFC, but hopefully they'll fall out. There's just so many NFC teams I don't like, man. Like, let me go pull up the standings. Like, best case scenario for me is Dallas goes to the Super Bowl. Yeah, see, I'm kind of tired of seeing the 49ers and the Eagles in the Super Bowl repeatedly. I do like Dallas, though. I don't want to see Detroit. I don't want to see Minnesota. I don't want to see Green Bay. I'm rooting for Baker in Tampa Bay, that's for sure. I'm rooting for Tampa Bay again. I don't really like the Rams. I hate Matt Stafford. I don't like the Seahawks. I don't really like this version of the Falcons team. And then again, and then there's the percent chance, whatever the percent chance is, of the Bears winning the final 4 games and going 9-8. Obviously, that would be the thing I'm rooting for the most. Brendan said, "Let's go Bucks." He also wants to know how the tickets are selling. I'll tell you in a second. On the NBA side last night, first of all, it looks like we've got some fun games tonight. Oh, we got a good TNT doubleheader tonight, so I'll be working tonight while watching basketball. But yeah, last night, let's see. Hornets lost by 2. Yep, we lost by 2 at home. That was a game that I wasn't at because my tickets have been selling very, very well. There's a chance, it looks like my tickets Friday night of this week haven't sold yet, which will be the first game that we would have gone to in quite a while. They've all been selling, man. Like at the beginning of the year, I couldn't get them to sell. And I went to like the first 4 or 5 games. And then all of a sudden, it's like people realized, oh, yeah, it's basketball season. And every single game is selling. Yeah, I still have my tickets to Friday night's game, Hornets Pelicans. And since it's been so long since we went to a game, I'm really considering taking them off of Ticketmaster like today. Because I didn't get to see Zion last year either. So I would really like to do it. I think I might do that. I'm going to talk to Allison about saying, hey, what if we don't sell them? Hey, Jody, to answer your question, I do have the streak. Yes. And this right here would count as 2 of them. So I think we're actually going to do this. Y'all don't usually see me go this far south, but it's Tuesday. We've already had a slow start to the shift. And with a potential streak, I don't think we'll hit it because we would still have to accept 3 more in a row after this. But we're going to start the live stream today with this. 1250, 7.9 miles. A little stack. Picking up at the same restaurant. Honestly, I think that's probably as good as I think that's probably as good a start as we're gonna get, given I've already sat here for about 20 minutes. If we can just get lucky, please, Lord, please. If we could get like another stack after this, that's good, immediately, then I can accept it. That would put us at 4 in a row. And then I would accept almost any 5th DoorDash after that, because I would get $8 additional if I complete 5 offers in a row. So that would guarantee that the 5th offer would be worth at least $10. I just so doubt that we can get there, though, man. What are the odds? What are the odds that that's going to happen? And then at that point, y'all, if we do, if we do the streak and I get 5 in a row completed, I might end my dash and then just go on earn by time for the rest of the month. Because that would be like a 5% head start right there. So I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I might as well speak it into existence. If I can do the streak right now, then I will transition into earn by time and I will get my acceptance rate to 70. I feel like a 5% head start is pretty solid. Good morning, Chris. Brandon says compounded probabilities. Exactly. Yep. Dina says they had this streak here a while back and haven't seen them in a couple weeks. I go earn by time to build my AR. Usually works out for me. Yeah, I think that's honestly the only way to do it. I can't imagine trying to get my acceptance rate to 70 or 80% without using the earn by time feature. That's the only way I'm going to do it. So, Giggy says, Brandon is my favorite gig tuber. Sorry, Welty, but you're a close second. No, I understand. That's understandable. Brandon is goated. Brandon says, is your offer to Bentley to take him to a Hornets game still on the table now that he's guilty of using and knowing about the glitch? Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Still on the table. Let him know. The only one that I won't take him to is like, I'm not going to take him to the Warriors game. Have any Hornets game except the Warriors and the Lakers. Because first of all, I already sold my Warriors tickets, so I can't. I still have my Warriors tickets. And maybe the Suns. I wouldn't take him to see the Suns either. I can't let him, I can't take him to like my most profitable games. What's up, Tony? Jody says, Ryan, what do you think about your sneaky boy with his 70K subs? Sneaky, are you talking about Pedro? You talking about Pedro with his 70,000 subs? What's he sneaky about? Brandon says only tier 3 opponents for Bentley. Yeah, exactly. Dude, do you know about the Brandon, do you know about the tier when you say that, they sent out an email to start the season about like different tiers. Do you know about that, or are you just saying that? Because if you don't know about that, I'll explain it to you. Tony said battery check. All right, let me go pick up this food. Brandon says, I know about that. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in my next Hornets season ticket update video, which will come either at the end of this year or the beginning of January. I'll probably do one. I'm definitely going to talk about that because I found that to be an interesting program that they're doing. All right, I'll be right back. Jody said Pedro's going to get the 100,000 plaque. Yes, he is. And so will I. One day. It's going to take some time, but I promise you we're going to do it. That's a guarantee. I've also been hoping that one of the other apps would stack with this, but nothing yet. I was hoping Grubhub would jump in here and we could do a little triple. I guess it still could, but we're running out of time. That was a funny tear joke, Brandon. Brendan said he teared up when there was no Sunday live stream from Pedro. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, this is like the... Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, no, I lost it. I lost my phone. Dang it. This is a terrible time for me to lose my phone. Tony says you should have used the phone mount. Yeah, that's true. Tony, did you see my comment this morning on your video? Brandon says, can you do a giveaway for the dash cam you got since you're never going to install it? Hey, that's a pessimistic. That's a pessimistic way of predicting my behavior. Tony says I did now. Cook stardom here. Yeah. I thought you would laugh at that. Tony says, I'm 98,144 subs away from mine. You're closer than me. You're closer than me. Honestly, the one who will do it first it might be Lisa. Lisa might beat us to it because she's in the she's in a better content category, in my opinion, from what I understand. Every once in a while, you'll see, a family YouTube channel just go crazy and they blow up. Or like couples YouTube channels. But even like, there's a couples YouTube channel that Allison and I started watching a few years ago. Their names are Matt and Abby. And since we've been watching them, they've had 2 kids. And they're younger than us, man. I'm like, dang. Can't imagine having 2 kids already. But on the other hand, though, they make so much YouTube and TikTok money that they can afford it. So I'm like, shoot, Allison. I mean, if I made that much, if we made that much money off social media, then we might go ahead and have some kids too. But we're just trying to wait. I would like to have some like passive income before we start a family like that. Because I think we've done a really good job in our personal finances of being comfortable. Like we don't have to, there's nothing that we're going to need that we're not going to be able to afford. But if we started adding human beings into our household, the math on that would change. And so like I think for our stage, we've done a really good job at our age, not like having no student loan, no car debt of any sort on 3 cars. Neither of us even own a credit card. And we're already like 3 years in on our mortgage, which feels nice. Because we still have a bunch of friends in our age group that like they can't even fathom buying a house, and we're already 3 years into our deal. But what we haven't done, what I need to do, like the next stage for me is to get my income to a point where we can start putting money away that grows passively. I know we've got money in Robinhood and stuff, but I'm talking about like specific dividend stocks. So expanding from just investing in the ETF to doing some dividend stocks. I want a rental property. Like I think what's realistic for us is probably to buy a townhouse. You know, just a simple, like, nice townhouse. And try and find a good renter that will stay. But we've looked at some townhouses around Rock Hill since we bought our house, y'all. And because obviously we're not going to buy one that's like not nice. And I don't mean like top end, but we want it to be clean and safe and everything. And I mean, we started looking around at 2 and 3 bedroom townhouses, and they cost as much or more than what we paid for our house 3 years ago. That just blows me away. And I don't know how realistic that is. Like, I don't know how realistic it would be for our first rental property to be of a higher value than our actual residence. But, you know, long story short, let's say I had a YouTube check coming in on a monthly basis, and then some dividend stock money coming in absolutely guaranteed. And we had one rental property that was bringing us probably like, you know, somewhere around $300 or $400 a month. Then, I mean, if you look at like Allison's income, you know, it's not going to be, it's not going to take that much in all seriousness, it's not going to take that much to produce the passive incomes that equal her income, which then we could basically retire her. That's kind of, I'm just thinking ahead, thinking out loud, but we could retire her off passive income, and then we could, at that point, I wouldn't really have any worries about having children at that point. Oh, shoot. Oh, 5-2. Oh, this one right here. I'm in a trailer park, and quite often I don't think they do a good enough job of like making the addresses on the trailers visible. But I found it. We're good. Oh, let me see if I can figure out what this means. Tocar la puerta después de dejarlo. I don't know what that means, brother. I think I'm saying it close, though. Somebody tell me in the chat, what does tocar la puerta después de dejarlo mean? Something about, isn't puerta, that's a door, right? Put it at the door? Knock. Oh, it means knock after dropping off? Yeah, see, I would not have known that. Appreciate that. All right, our next drop off is 7 minutes away. Brandon says the literal translation is touch the door. Touch it. Tap that door for me. Give it a little pat. Put a little knuckle beat on the door for me. I'm sorry I can't pay attention to the chat very closely right now because I'm driving in an unfamiliar area, so I've kind of got to pay attention. What's up, Chris? It says you don't want to know what puta means. Dina, you don't want to know what no me jodas means. Dina says, have a good afternoon, gotta go. That's a good way to leave. No me jodas. Man, this would be a good time for Mary Cones to come in the chat. Where's Mary Cones been? Tony says we got to repopulate the U.S. with homegrown humans. Yeah, it did. When I heard Joe Biden saying that one of his ultimate goals is to have white people outnumbered in America. He said out of his own mouth that one of his goals is for white people to be less than 50% of the population. I was like, oh man, maybe I should start pumping out some kids. Because that scares me. Why would you say that? Why would you say that with a straight face? On camera. If you don't have some sort of weird agenda with that I don't trust. What do you have up your sleeve? Some of these old whites, man. I don't know if I trust these old whites. Because once they get to about, what is he, 82 years old or something like that? Once they get to 82, they start looking their mortality in the face and they realize, oh, I'm going to die in like 9 months. And so, he no longer, he just doesn't care. So he's a white man who doesn't care about white people anymore, I guess. Or maybe, I guess he never did. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm looking at an Uber order right here that looks fake to me, but we're going to try it anyway. So I think what we're going to do is pause DoorDash. That way we don't get an offer and we can keep our streak alive. Yeah, man, once you reach your mid 80s, you feel like you don't owe anybody anything. You don't have any sort of allegiance to anyone, apparently. So he's just like, oh, I'm old now. I'm going to die in like 5 minutes. So I might as well, go ahead and go out with a bang and just, at least, well, shoot, I don't know. I mean, there's two ways to make white people a minority in America. One would be bring in a whole bunch of non-whites in some sort of strange migration. Or, hey, you could just kill us all with like a vaccine or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know. Tony said corn pop. Hang on, I'm gonna have a bunch of comments probably about what I just said, or I'll be there's a chance I'll be banned from YouTube tomorrow, and you'll know why. If I'm not here tomorrow, y'all will know why. Anyway, this is the Uber order that I accepted, 1623 for 5.8 miles. Now it's probably about 6.5 miles. I don't know if that's real or not, but we're going to try. Can't even tell. Oh, it wants me to go left. Tony says a lot of white people are racist against white people. It's a weird phenomenon. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, and you got all these weird liberals. Why didn't you get the vaccine? I don't understand. You think you're smarter than all the doctors? You think you know medicine? No, I just heard the freaking president say he wants white people to be less than half the population. And so I'm curious how he plans on doing that. That would be why. You dumb cuck. You stupid cuck, honestly. Why do I have to explain myself when that's happening? I don't have to explain myself when the president of the United States says that. Brandon says, I'm waiting on my application response for COVID-19 contractor tracer job. Still think I have a chance. Brandon says, this order looks as real as certain gig tubers 70,000 subs. Oh no, I hope this is legit. Usually I'm actually I'm pretty optimistic about this one. One, because it's Panera bread. Two, because usually the bogus Uber orders that I see are above $20. So I don't think that a $16 for 6 mile offer is impossible. I sure hope this is real, man. This would really help me out. This would be helpful for the shift. Because we're coming up on an hour in now. If we can get this done in a reasonable amount of time, we'll have made about $29 in, I'm guessing, about an hour and 10 minutes. It's a pretty decent start on a Tuesday. Brandon says Mary Cohn's left with Dasher Binge. Last I heard from her. They went together. Oh my God. What does it say about Mary Cohn's that that Dasher Binge went to an all-male facility with Mary Cohn's? It makes me think of the new Daily Wire movie, Lady Ballers. Oh boy. Revenge of the Bench. That should be what Ben should change his YouTube channel to Revenge of the Bench when he comes back. Panera Bread, man. I'm still waiting to hear back from their upper management on what the price is. I don't have an email from them yet. They're gonna be pissed off. Next year I might take 30 grand in there and we'll see. I've got it. I can do it if I want to. Shoot. See what happens when I hold $30,000 in $100 bills in their face. And y'all, man, if y'all don't think that I'll actually do that, y'all got to understand. I will literally do that. I'm the kind of guy to do that. It's real, y'all. crazy part was she's got 2 orders in there. So I don't know why Uber did not give me both of them. Why would I'm a little bit confused. So they're going to send another driver for the other half of this order. But it's real as far as I can tell. I'm sitting here with probably I'm guessing $75 worth of food back there. At least, definitely at least $60. So if there's some sort of mistake going on here, and this results in me keeping the food, that's not a bad alternative. I don't think that'll happen though. I think I'm going to get $16. We'll take it. Brandon says you should make your Panera video a short. A lot of comments. Oh yeah, actually true. I haven't done that yet, have I? I can test the AI feature on that one. That's what I'll do. I'll put that into the AI short creator, see if it does a good job. If not, I'll make it myself. That's a good point, though. The problem is it's not Pride Month anymore. I don't know if that's a problem. That's a good problem to have when it's not Pride Month. I shouldn't call that a problem. No, but it's probably relevant all year, wouldn't you think? Or should I release it should I release it next summer? Who knows? Tony says every day is Pride Day. No, don't say that, man. I'm not gonna concede every day. My favorite part about Pride Month is that the day after it's over, it's just over. It's hilarious. It cracks me up. Like, I mean, you can't even make this stuff up, man. It's almost worth, you know what? It's almost worth it just for that, because it just cracks me up so much. Because it's just so disrespectful, man. Okay, you can have your little Pride Month, but as soon as it's over, it's over. That just, man, you can't pay for that level of comedy, man. Tony says it is here. I see flags everywhere. Yeah, and you can take the L out of that too. And it would still be true, wouldn't it? Brandon says, if we can have Pride Month, can we have Cuck Month? That's what we should do, man. That's a great idea. Cuck Month. That's what I'm going to start calling Pride Month. Happy Cuck Month. Jody said 30,000 for what? I missed it. I'm talking about. Well, I told him last year or earlier this year. I told him, you know, when they turned my $5,000 down, I said, okay, I'll be back with more. I wasn't joking. I will be back with more. We're going to find out what the price is. Okay, I think we're about to lose our... Yep, I can't do that. I just lost my DoorDash streak, but we are up to 8%. Dang, man. See, I knew they were going to do that. It is... I mean, it's impossible for me to get 5 in a row. Jody says, it's not impossible. You just don't take the orders. Yeah, I'm not going to take a 14-mile round trip $60 DoorDash so that I can make 8 more dollars. Unless it was if that was the 5th one, then I probably would have done it. But I'm not going to take that as the third offer. Oh, shoot. Are you talking about Blake Moore, Tony? Are you telling me that Blake Moore has a baby on the way? All right, right now I see $3.25. So by 1:15 we should know if I get my full 16 or not. So Blake Moore has a baby on the way. That's crazy. Congratulations. More Fitness website is gonna have some infant merch on it now. You can get your baby onesie at morefit.com or whatever his website is. Morefit. I don't know what his website is. I forgot. Google More Fitness Apparel and you'll find it. Giggity said it might be another scam. I'll wait for the ultrasound. Oh, man. How do you know? Is he talking about it in videos? I'm going to have to look up his channel now, man. Ugh. The YouTuber that I want to see have a child would be Ryan Trahan and Haley Pham. It's about time they have a baby, right? Brandon says Moore the second has already been given a social security number and has been deactivated twice on DoorDash. Oh my gosh. The official GigTube baby maker. No, I think that's still Tony. I think Tony still has the title and always will. Brandon says Moore will fudge the baby numbers and say he has 8 kids. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm gonna if I don't get an order here in the next like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm gonna go through the Taco Bell drive-thru and then I'm gonna look up Blake Moore's YouTube channel, and because I gotta see this for myself, man. I did a Rover meet and greet yesterday as well. I'm trying to make like Hannibal money over Christmas from doing Rover. So we are potentially gonna be keeping a record number of dogs at our house over the holidays. But anyway, we rejected the dog last night because the dog walked in our house and immediately, I'm talking like within 60 seconds, in the house, pissed on my Hornets hoodie. And, you know, behavior like that from a dog, that shouldn't always shock you. What you should really judge, you shouldn't judge a dog necessarily for doing that. In some cases, they truly don't understand what they're doing. But you can sure judge the owner who's standing right there on a meet and greet. If I was doing a Rover meet and greet and one of my two girls pissed on their hoodie in the living room, dude, you know, I don't want to say too much because I don't want pet control. You know, you never know when pet control is listening, but, you know, I'm not afraid to spank a dog. I'll say that. And he acted like just, you know, he couldn't care less. Like, dude, your dog just pissed on my hoodie. And you don't care at all. Get out of my house, bro.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What can we get for you, hon?
I guess I'll do the $5 chalupa. No, I don't want that. I'm sorry. Let me just do 2 spicy potato tacos and a chicken chipotle burrito.
2 potato tacos and the chicken burrito. What else for you, hon?
Some fire sauce, please.
All right, before 36, please pull ahead. Here you go, hon. Have a good one.
Oh, I actually forgot my wallet today. I have $3. Oh, we got a 5. Thank goodness. That's supposed to be my cash on delivery change that I keep for DoorDash, but every once in a while I forget my wallet and I have to pay for my lunch. Giggity says Blake Moore attempted to make a baby in his last YouTube challenge, but pulled out early and got deactivated. Where's the W lunch sack? Oh man, I left that at home too. I need to do better, man. I need to do better. Yeah, I decided to advertise your shirt today instead, Tony. Instead of promoting my own merch, I'm promoting yours. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, hon? It's 4:36.
Thank you.
Out of 5. Here you go, sweetie.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one now.
You too. It was 4:36, she said. No, so she gave me too much change then. She gave me 65 cents back. I guess that's easier than counting pennies, huh? Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Thank you, Taco Bell. I guess that counts as a 1 penny sponsorship. So now I enter the phase of the live stream that's a Taco Bell ad. This is my Taco Bell ad. Ready? Sponsored by Taco Bell. Now the ad's over. That's the end of the ad. Jody said, I'm right here beside Winthrop. Do you need some money? Oh, yeah, I'll take some money. Brandon says you should try to pay for your next meal with a mixtape. That's actually a good idea. I can make that a YouTube short. That's a good way to advertise the mixtape. Drive-through reactions. Jody says, when are you going to give me my CD? I'm ready to drive around and listen to it. How about tomorrow? We need to pick a place to meet up tomorrow. How about the PetSmart parking lot? Let's meet at the PetSmart parking lot during tomorrow's live stream. How about that? Yeah, she's going to get 2 of them. That's correct. She's going to get 2. All right, let me pull up Blake Moore's channel. 44,000 subscribers. Dude, I don't see any videos about a baby. What intel do y'all have on this? Tony says, I think it's this one. Oh, I had to quit my challenge. Here's why. Hold up. Dude, that's what a way to get people out of, if people are like in your comments, oh, here you go. You quit another challenge. Go get a girl pregnant. And then come on YouTube and say, see, it's because I had a baby. It's because I'm having a baby. This only has 2,500 views. All right, y'all, we're going to listen to it. I don't know if this is going to get my live stream demonetized, but I've got to hear this.
It pains me to say this, but I did have to quit my making $8,000 a month without DoorDash challenge. And I don't want to give you guys a bunch of excuses or anything like that. Honestly, I'm bugged at myself that this type of thing keeps happening and I can't finish out these challenges because I really want to. There's just, for some reason, always things that come up. And yeah, you can call them excuses or whatever you want. And truly they are. But in my opinion, they're pretty valid, especially this month. So the reason I had to quit that challenge was because my wife is actually pregnant. And so obviously I thought it was a better choice for me to not be working 12 hours a day while she was going through that.
That's kind of a weird way to phrase that, isn't it? Tony will have to let me know. Do you say my wife is pregnant? That almost makes it seem like he's been cucked and she's having a baby with another man. I don't know why, but that's just the way I hear that. It's not like we're pregnant. We're having a baby. I got my wife pregnant. It's my wife is pregnant. I don't know, man. Just sounds weird. Am I wrong about that? Like, am I out of step for saying that? That's just the way it sounds to me. See, Tony agrees with me. Yeah, that's just sounds weird. It sounds a little bit cucked.
I figured it would be better for me to be at home with her, help her out as much as I could. So I was only able to go about 13 days, made close to $3,000, which was pretty good. But like I said, I had to just quit after that. There were just so many things, one thing after another coming up. And this one really big thing I thought was a lot more important than just trying to finish out the challenge. But I am still doing that raffle for those of you guys who are entering. We've got quite a few people entered right now. And since this is the official end of the challenge, I told you guys that I would be giving away $1 per subscriber I got during it in the raffle. And so that comes out to be 986 subscribers, which is $986 I'll be giving away in this raffle. If you want to join the raffle, then all you got to do is just be subscribed to me, follow my Instagram and TikTok account. That will get you 3 raffle tickets. And then if you want, you can head over to morefitclothing.com. For every $10 you spend over there, I'll give you 1 raffle ticket. And then also, if you send me a screenshot that you downloaded the Solo app and linked one of your accounts, you'll get a $10 bonus when you do that from Solo. And then you'll also get 5 tickets into the raffle I'm doing for that $986.
Man, that's a confusing raffle, bro. There's a lot going on in that raffle.
But yeah, just wanted to make this video, letting you guys know kind of what's going on, why I didn't continue that series. If you want to see the last video I put out for it, it's the 70-hour work week I did. But yeah, just a lot of crazy stuff going on. Life happens, and there are definitely way more important things than just working 12 to 14 hours a day. So there you guys have it. I got a lot of great videos coming up though, so make sure you subscribe. We got some DoorDash content coming up, which I know you guys enjoyed the most. And then also I ran a poll the other day asking if you guys wanted to see more real estate content. So go ahead over there, vote, or you can leave a comment down below, because I don't know if you guys do this, but I am a licensed real estate agent. I've been trying to get more into it. I have done a couple deals, but if you guys want to see more of that side of my work life, then I'd be happy to show that. So just let me know in the comments or head over to that poll and vote. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for supporting me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.
We'll do this. What's he saying at the end?
The goal of $8,000. I will still be doing that live stream, and that's where I will announce the winners of the raffle. That will be November 3rd. So it'll be my first live stream ever. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the ice bath necessarily. I said I would do an ice bath while eating hot wings, but I might just be doing hot wings and answering your guys' questions and things like that. So I don't know. I still got to kind of figure some stuff out with that. I will still be doing the live stream, and that's when the winners of the raffle will be announced, and that will be November 3rd. November 2nd will be your last day to enter the raffle. So yeah, anyways.
But Soda says, I hate confusing contests. Why complicate things? Yeah, he's like, hey, I will give you one raffle ticket if you subscribe to me with your right index finger. But if you hit the subscribe button with your left pinky finger and you send me a video of it, if you DM me a video of it, I'll give you 3 raffle tickets. Just depending on which finger you subscribe to me with. People are going to think I hate Blake Moore because I don't hate Blake Moore. He just, you know, he's just a source of humor for me every once in a while. It's just funny to me, but I get the sense that he is very well intentioned, but it's just kind of hilarious. Tony said, did he say live stream or live stream? Man. In case you missed it, I'm on about an $8 for like 1.5 mile Uber Eats right now. This McDonald's right here is really horrible. Oh, it's a bunch of food too. No. I'm going to sit here and wait for a minute because I know this order is not going to be ready yet. I can eat my final taco. Hey, Bud Soda, you don't have to apologize to me. I agree. I agree with your statement. Brandon says, I have more confidence in the casino video dropping than anything more says is going to happen. Yeah, I mean, you know the casino video will come. You just don't know when. But you know it's going to come. I told Allison the other day, I said, you know what? I need to actually never post that casino video. That way Brandon keeps commenting on my videos. This doesn't look like the casino video to me. As soon as I actually post the casino video, Brandon's going to like unsubscribe from my channel. He'll be like, okay, that's what I needed to see. And I'll lose his comments. So I told Allison, I'm like, hey, if I was smart, I would never post it. That's the first Blake Moore video I have watched in so long. He's got one video in the last few weeks that got 10,000 views. Eight reasons why he quit DoorDash. Probably, let me guess. 1, because you got deactivated. 2, because you're deactivated. 3, because you're still deactivated. Did y'all hear that? The Uber comment? A text that says, please make sure my food is hot. Please make sure my food is hot. Now what? Also need barbecue sauce for the chicken nuggets. I am Welty. Of course your food is coming in hot. Search the Welty coming in hot parody song on YouTube. That is how seriously I take bringing your food hot. Please make sure my food is hot. I am Welty. Of course your food is coming in hot. She said, okay, thanks. Now, that doesn't sound like somebody's that's going to look it up. Hang on. She's still talking. Come on, Diane. I love, like, clowning people. Like, these, like, again, like I'm the one cooking your food. I mean, come on. She says, will you get some barbecue sauce for the chicken nuggets? I should say, if I see you if I see you comment under the coming in hot video, I will. If you remember to like and subscribe. No, I'm gonna say, yeah, but unfortunately, I don't have a parody song about barbecue sauce yet. Wait, no. About barbecue sauce, ... yet. Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't have a parody song about about barbecue sauce yet. Giggity says the food might be cold, but it identifies as hot. That's a good point. You can't argue with that. She'll say, hey, the food's cold. I'll say, no, it's not. Did you ask it if it was cold, or do you just say it's cold because you felt it? No, you got to ask it if it's cold, and if it identifies as hot, then quit complaining. You can't argue with that. She says, so you aren't going to get the barbecue sauce for me? Dude, you're so dumb, I might just drop your order. I'm going to say, yeah means yes. Yeah means yes, I will. How do you misunderstand that? Will you get some barbecue sauce for me? Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't have a parody song about barbecue sauce yet. So you aren't going to get the barbecue sauce for me? Yeah means yes. She said, okay, thanks again. You dumbass. Golly. Come on, Diane. All right, they gave me 4 extra barbecue sauces. And it's coming in hot. This person's in a hotel. Okay. Alrighty. Drop it off quick. Fast like a cheetah. They got wings like a bird. I must be their feeder. Don't need to glitch, because I'm not a cheater. Brandon says Diane's getting what she wants. Diane needs to learn how to read, I think. Yeah means yes. I mean, I truly don't understand the miscommunication there. Will you get me barbecue sauce for the chicken nuggets? Yeah. Does that mean you're not going to get me barbecue sauce for the chicken nuggets? No, that's not what that means. Yeah means yes. Brandon said, at least put the bag in the sunny part of your car. And I mean, do you have no humor either? I mean, seriously, do you not understand humor? Yeah, but I don't have a parody song about barbecue sauce yet. Does she not get the joke? Do you not that's a simple joke. It's not a layered joke. You know, it's not one that would take a while to understand, like like Brandon's Mormon joke earlier. This is a simple joke. Oblivious. Diane's the type of person that hears Trump say that he's going to be a dictator only on the first day, and she doesn't understand that it's a joke. That's that type of person right there. Oh my God, did you hear what Trump said? Oh my God, do you hear how stupid you sound? You know what I'm saying? These people that don't understand jokes. Golly. All right, I'll be right back. Got to go to the second floor. Let me bring my barbecue sauces. Giggity said, don't sap the happy out of her Happy Meal, Welty. Definitely getting a 1-star rating on this. Giggity said, first rule of comedy is read the room. That's fair. Giggity lost his dash, forgot it was on pause. Yeah, that happens. That's why you got to be a top dasher. Doesn't happen if you're a top dasher. That was hand to me. That I needed a it required a pin for delivery, Brandon. I started thinking on the way up the elevator, I was like, oh crap, what if she looked up the YouTube channel for the song and realized that I was live and started watching me call her stupid. Oh man. Dang, man, somebody just stole my parking spot. Golly, what an asshole move that was. Wow. I was going to back into the parking spot and he just freaking yeeted right into it. Jody says, did you see my text? Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it now. You got to 50%. Jody has gotten to 50% acceptance rate. Very nice. Hopefully you haven't been no-tipped too many times and your mileage isn't too high. That's what I'm worried about. All right, we're about 10 minutes away from my first Uber tip coming in, hopefully at around 13 bucks. I've made $12.50 on DoorDash. We're 2 hours into the live stream, so we're supposed to be at about 35 bucks. No, more than that. We're supposed to be at about 37 bucks. 16 and 8, 12. Yeah, we're supposed to be at about 27 bucks. I did want to watch one more Blake Moore video. The one where he has 8 reasons why he quit DoorDash.
Know, I am in the midst of trying to buy a house using only Uber and Lyft. But in this video, I wanted to tell you guys why I don't DoorDash anymore. Because some of you probably are thinking, well, why aren't you using DoorDash to do this challenge instead of Uber? Because DoorDash is really good. You've always done DoorDash. Why not use it to complete this challenge? And so I'm going to give you the 8 reasons why I don't DoorDash anymore. Number 1, and I've learned this over the years of doing challenges, because this seems to always happen every single challenge I tried with DoorDash. And so number 1 is that it's too easy to get deactivated. Because you're dealing with people's food, they are much...
Okay, I've been deactivated exactly 0 times in 3 years. Okay? Now, I do agree that it's probably too easy to get deactivated. That's probably still a true statement. But I haven't been deactivated, so there is that. Except by Amazon Flex. But not DoorDash. I've never been deactivated by DoorDash.
More likely to contact DoorDash for some reason, whether that's because the food's cold or something spilled, or maybe you forgot their drink, or you delivered to the wrong house. You're never actually coming in contact with the customer. Now, in terms of Uber and Lyft, it's going to be really hard to get deactivated on a false claim, especially if you're recording the whole thing. So the way I avoid deactivation.
It is funny he's talking about this as his first reason, though, after all the jokes I made. Reasons 1 through 8 are all because he got DoorDashed. Or DoorDash. Reasons 1 through 8 are all because he got deactivated. Jody, I'm glad you've been profitable. That's good. You're going to be one of my inspirations for doing earn by time at some point. I haven't decided when I'm going to do it, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to commit and do it. Tony says it is easy to get deactivated on any of these apps with the wrong customer or with the wrong cuck. With the wrong customer. My screen keeps sliding. There we go.
With Uber and Lyft is I have one phone on the dash showing me the directions, and then I have another phone that's recording everything. That's how I get the footage for the videos. But with DoorDash, it's just too hard. You never come in contact with the customer, and they can just tell DoorDash support anything they want. They can say, oh, it wasn't delivered to the right house, even though you took a picture of it and showed the address. They're like, oh, that's not the correct house, or whatever. They can.
Even if that happens to you, that does not always end in deactivation, though. That's the thing. Like, it's not true that they're going to deactivate you based off of one miscommunication or even if it's a mistake, or based off of one lie. Like, that doesn't... I haven't seen that happen. Brandon says you should do a parody video, 8 reasons I'll never trust more finance again.
A bunch of different things, and so it's just too easy to get deactivated, especially when you're putting in that many hours like I've done in previous challenges. It seems like every time I would try and do a long stretch of challenge, something would go wrong and I would end up deactivated or something else bad would happen. So that's the first reason why I was just like, no, not doing DoorDash. The second reason is I think people prefer to do DoorDash or Uber Eats, even just food delivery in general, over rideshare. A lot of people are kind of turned off to the idea of having other people, random people, in the car with them, which I totally get. That's how I felt at first too.
How is that? What does that have to do with being a reason why he quit DoorDash? I don't understand that. What does that have to do? I'm gonna let him explain himself, but I'm not understanding how that answers the question.
And so,
have you ever been declined for a credit card due to poor credit? Download Self. It's a new way to build credit.
I feel like there's just way too many DoorDash drivers on the road, and there's actually not enough Uber and Lyft drivers from what I've seen. I mean, you can get like $1,500 for referring a friend to Uber and Lyft.
Oh, is he saying that he does rideshare now? Yeah, okay, that makes a little bit of sense. I didn't understand what he was saying. I thought he was saying he does Uber Eats and Grubhub and not DoorDash. Okay, I got it. So he's doing rideshare.
Which is just insane. And with DoorDash, I don't think there's been an incentive like that in 4 years because there's just so many drivers on the road. So that's the next reason. There's just too many dashers. Now, the third reason is because Uber and Lyft just pay better. Yes, I do have to drive more miles to hit the certain amount of money that I'm making, but I found overall, even after expenses, Uber and Lyft pay better. So it's just worth it in the end, and I'm going to get to that $40,000 even quicker with them instead of DoorDash. The fourth reason, which is actually something I absolutely hate, and
to some extent, that's not a real answer because, like, we multi-app anyway. So saying I'm not DoorDashing anymore, period, because I do Uber and Lyft more now. Well, that's fine, but that's not an answer for why DoorDash would be completely out of your multi-app situation.
And this sole reason might be the biggest reason why I just decided to not do DoorDash and use Uber and Lyft instead. And that's because of long restaurant waits.
Okay, the longest restaurant waits that I have are from Grubhub, I think. And again, that's a good reason. If you're willing to do Uber Eats and Grubhub, then long wait times don't explain why you don't use DoorDash anymore.
This is something you do not have to deal with when you're doing Uber and Lyft. The passengers, yes, you have to sometimes.
That's not true either. I've had to wait for people.
Wait for outside their apartment or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait for them to come down, but you get paid to wait.
When do you get paid to wait? I've never been paid to wait for people.
That's the nice thing. Is Uber and Lyft actually care about their drivers a tiny bit more than DoorDash, in my opinion. And while you're sitting in your car waiting for someone, you actually get paid, which is great. Now with DoorDash, if you're stuck a long time waiting for a restaurant, it doesn't matter. They don't care at all. So that's something that was super annoying is you'd be having a great shift on DoorDash, and then all of a sudden you get hit with like a 15, 20-minute wait at a.
That is true. I mean, that part's true. What's up, Peyton? Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Jody, yeah, this is the guy that said he was going to shave his head. Yeah. And he did. I mean, he eventually did. Tony says not a single app cares. I agree. None of them care.
at a restaurant, and then it derails your entire day. And so that was just one of my biggest pet peeves when it came to DoorDash, and I love that you don't have to worry about that in terms of Uber and Lyft. The next thing, which is number 5, is I hated not being able to find apartment complexes, or I guess not.
Again, you have to do that with the other apps too.
The actual complex themselves, but the actual apartment number.
Yeah.
I'm glad apartment.
Yeah, that's very true. Actually, the app that had given me the most difficulty with like delivery potential was Amazon Flex. That's one reason why. But see, there's a different way to phrase it. That reason, that's not why I don't do Amazon Flex anymore. There's really one reason I don't do Amazon Flex anymore. It's because I'm not allowed to. But the analysis of, well, Amazon Flex gave me a bunch of difficult deliveries. That's a reason why I'm not upset that I don't do it anymore. So he could change his video to, reasons why I'm not bothered that I'm not doing DoorDash anymore. But that's not a reason you're not doing it.
Are making it really, see, with Uber, it takes you to the exact spot that they should be waiting at or expecting you to pick them up at. And they're usually already on the sidewalk waiting for you. But with DoorDash, you have to go through the maze of the apartment, and you have to figure out what side the door is on, whether it's on the back side or the front side, what floor it's on, whatever. And sometimes you just end up lost in the apartments. But with Uber and Lyft, you just pull up right to the entrance, and it's usually not a big deal. I haven't had any problem with that at all. So that's something that's really nice, and one thing that deterred me from using DoorDash. Now, number 6 actually ties into number 3. And number 3 was that Uber and Lyft pay better. Number 6 is that with DoorDash, there are only a few hours of the day where it's really busy. And
again, that's not a real reason. We got tipped more than we expected, y'all. And that's not even a Moore pun either. That's not even a Blake Moore pun. Check it out. We expected 1623 and we got 2172. Let's freaking go. I'm going to call that a banger, man. 2172 for 6 miles. 7 miles. That's a banger.
that would obviously be lunch and dinner specifically. So you have to go out from like 11:30 to 2 o'clock and 5:30 to 8 o'clock to make the most money possible. I like that with Lyft and Uber, I can start my day at 4:30 in the morning and still be making good money at that hour. There's really not any dead time throughout the day, except maybe from like 9 to 10:30. Usually around then, after the morning time, once everyone gets to work, it does slow down a little bit. But I like that you can basically consistently go throughout the entire day. You could work 24 hours and not see that much fluctuation in pay. That's something I really like. But in terms of DoorDash, you have to hit those peak hours. Otherwise, you're not going to be making very good money at all. Now, number 7 is I hated the fact that you don't have control over your tips. Your service with DoorDash doesn't matter whatsoever. And I like that with Uber and Lyft, you can try out different things, and your personality and the effort you actually put into making that person's ride or making that person's day a little bit better actually plays
a credit score is key to opening so many important doors for people, even people who've been really responsible with
a role in how much money you make. But with DoorDash, it has nothing to do with the amount of pay. Because they pre-tip, you have no control over your pay. It's just whatever DoorDash sends you. You're just at the mercy of whatever DoorDash sends your way, which I don't really like because I like to test out different things and see ways I can bump up my pay. So that's something I really like about Uber and Lyft is it really, really does. That's like the highest variable of pay, how good you are at getting people to tip you. So that's something I really like and something I really don't like about DoorDash. Now, number 8 is
That's a fair reason. I like that reason.
Hate the fact that you have to decline so many orders to just get a good one on DoorDash. With Uber and Lyft, super different. I basically accept.
Yeah, I don't like the decline, that so many orders suck too. I will dislike the fact that so many DoorDash offers need to be declined even more when I go into this earn by time phase soon. But until then, It does not bother me to hit 2 buttons to decline an offer. Like I've seen that on YouTube. It seems to bother other people way more than it bothers me. I don't really care. Takes me 1 second to decline an offer. Tony says he still does DoorDash anyway.
Accept 95 to 99% of all the offers that come in because there is no pay variable. It's the exact same pay essentially for every single offer. So if one comes in and it takes you 15 minutes, it's going to be like $6 or something like that. If one comes in and it's 10 minutes, it's going to be $4. If one comes in and it's going to take you 35 minutes, then it's probably going to be like $18, something like that, depending on the time of day. But there's not really any incentive to decline the offer unless it's taking you into an area that you don't want to be in. But it's not like with DoorDash where you'll get like a 2-mile order for $8, which is a great order. And then the next second, you're getting $3 orders for 11 miles. Like that just doesn't happen with Uber and Lyft. The only variable in terms of pay is how much people are tipping you. And I like that no one could tip you throughout the entire day. You could still make like $20 to $23 an hour just off of the base pay. So I love the fact that as long as I'm getting orders, I'm making money. When in terms of DoorDash, you're just constantly declining really bad orders all the time. And that's something I absolutely hated. So there you guys have it as to the 8 reasons why I don't really DoorDash anymore and why I decided to choose Uber and Lyft for my Buying a House series. If you haven't already, make sure you check out that series.
Brandon says what he does with these giveaways could be considered criminal. In all seriousness, he's effed up for keep doing the same things. I mean, so you're assuming that his giveaway is fake? I hope this one's good because I'm about ready to go home. Yeah, we can do this. This doesn't take me home at all, but it's still good. I screenshotted it for you. $727, 1.1 mile round trip. So it's going to keep me here in the same exact area, but at least we'll make a few bucks. And that'll give DoorDash some time. We need one order going back up the interstate. Then we'll be golden. What's up, Dash I Eat? Did you pull the trigger? Do you have a $32 car rental today? Or not yet? You wait until Thursday through Sunday when it's more busy. That makes sense. Yeah, Tuesday would be a difficult day to... And Wednesdays too. My Wednesdays usually suck. But I mean, I'm looking at like not too far off of $20 an hour right now for today. I'm not that far off of it. What's up, Papi Chulo? Brandon says he never did a live. No, he never did that live. And he's posted after that date without any mention of what happened. Sheesh. It's almost hard to believe, dude. Like, I'm going and checking for myself. He has no lives. Dude, it's hard to believe, man. I can't imagine what his live chat would look like, though, man. He'd be getting excoriated. But still, I mean, if you say you're going to do a live giveaway, you should, and you list a date. You know, you say it's going to be this, and that's 6 weeks ago now, 5 weeks ago already. Man. Yeah, that's what always got me was during the height of the controversy. Right after I'd come out after him, and then several other prominent gig tubers also made videos coming at Blakemore, and his uploads would be like, he would just completely ignore it. And he'd have like all the top comments would be like calling him out and demanding some sort of a acknowledgement. And he would just ignore it. And I was like, man, that's how you know, like, that's almost psychopathic. I don't even know. Alex, I think you're right about that. I struggle with that too, though. Trying to figure out what title and thumbnail is going to get me the most views. Like my last video, my thinking was I'll put all these prominent gig tubers' faces in the thumbnail and it'll get all kinds of views. And that did not happen at all. So that's something that I'm not very good at. Or I don't know what my weakness is. I don't know if I'm using bad hashtags or what. But yeah, I sit there and I think and I'm like, okay, what title fits this video? And because I think Bud Soda's called me clickbait before too, and I'm like, I don't think I clickbait. To me, clickbait means the video has nothing to do with what the title says it's gonna, or like in some cases completely contradicts the title. That's clickbait in my eyes. So I try to make titles that fit the video, but at the same time choosing the title that is kind of the most clickbaity. You know what I mean? And that just, in my last video, it didn't work at all. So I'm considering making a new thumbnail for that video and retitling it. Yeah, Bud Soda, you've said that some of my videos are clickbait. And then I'm like, what? Like, I didn't think it was. And then I'll rewatch it. And I'm from the perspective of, was this clickbait? And I'm like, no, I don't really think, I don't see how this is clickbait. I don't know. It's sort of a broad definition of a video. I still don't have my order back up the interstate yet. Dashing Cook. Who is that? Who is Dashing Cuck? That's got to be Brandon. Dashing Cuck says, is the plus because you got a few cents extra from lunch at Taco Bell? No, the plus is because we still have a pending Uber tip on the way. But we don't have it yet. But that should be another, what, $5 or $6? So it should be about another $6 and change. Tony said, do a community post about that video in the post too. Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing, Tony. I'm thinking about retitling it, re-thumbnailing it, and sharing it back again because it needs more love. And Tony said he's going to start posting a short every day. Let me go check his channel. See if he's done it yet. Nope, he has not. See, we have a deal now, Tony. Me and you are going to do a short every day. Or at least 5 or 6 days a week. How about that? At least 5 or 6 a week. Maybe we can take one or 2 weekend days a week, but yeah, at least 5 a week for sure. And I've got my short for today pretty much made already. Last night I pieced it together. It's going to be the one that I was going to post yesterday. I was telling y'all I had a short idea for yesterday. And then it never, or I didn't do it because I made a short telling y'all that I was okay instead. So today I'm going to post that short. So last night I basically got all of the clips prepared that are necessary for it. And so it's going to be really easy for me to just piece it together. I'm going to start driving home, y'all. Allison will be home soon. Oh, wait, no, she won't because it's Tuesday. I forgot. She comes home late on Tuesdays. Well, I'm going home anyway. I was hoping I'd get paid to drive back up the interstate, but it does not look like it. That's okay, though. We got that $7.27 Grubhub last minute for 1.1 miles. That basically pays for me driving back up the interstate. I would have taken that going all the way up the interstate, so. Jody says, I told you should have put my picture on. Yeah, Jody sent me a... Hold up. I got to look at this first. Jody sent me a like a selfie. And she was like, you should have put my picture in your GigTube thumbnail. I'm like, you're not a GigTuber, though. I had faces of people on the thumbnail. They got like, you know, a million combined subscribers. So I was trying to get fans of their channels to like click on my video. Jody says, I look for Tony's shorts every day and there aren't any. Tony said, I need to hire Lisa to make my shorts. Yeah, that's what I keep telling Allison. Because Allison gets paid to do social media posts for, I don't want to give away too much information, but she gets paid to do social media posts for another, I guess that's her little side hustle. She has a side hustle during the summers, and all year, whether it's summer or not, she does their social media posts. And I tell her, like, hey, you'll we'll be better off if you take the time you're spending to do their social media. If you did it to help me, I think we'd be better off. But I haven't sold her on the idea yet. Giggity says, I've been called a gig luber. Not sure what that means. Jody also says you should have made a short about the pregnancy test. I probably will eventually, but I'm trying to stay a few ideas ahead. So I'm going to try to do one YouTube short a day. Meaning, like, I have to have ideas. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's a YouTube short either later this week or, like, even next week. Or maybe tomorrow. I mean, it could be tomorrow's short. But today's short, lock it in. It's already done. I'm also thinking about going and spending some more time on Omegle. Because one time I went on Omegle with my Subscribe to Welty shirt on, and dude, I got like 50 subscribers. Just from sitting there and people seeing my shirt and being like, oh, I'll go do it. Enjoy, Giggity, that money. I'm about to close this live stream out. I'm not going to wait for the tip. I'm going to assume that we're going to get the exact tip that we're expecting, which means we made $49.75 today in 2 hours and 45 minutes. Which, that's not that bad on a Tuesday. But yeah, I'm going to be live again tomorrow. Jody, let me know if it works for you to meet at PetSmart tomorrow. Tony said she pulled that tip away. I hope not. I hope not. I will definitely let y'all know tomorrow if she pulled the tip out. Jody, let me know if we can meet up, get you the mixtapes, and yeah, y'all have a good rest of the day. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And I will see you tomorrow. No, I'll see you today with a YouTube short. I'll see you again today with a YouTube short on Welty.